Hi, it's Michelle here, coming to you from Malta, Slima. So, I don't know how long this video is going to be. Probably not long, because I just wanted to share some insecurities I've been feeling lately. And I really believe it's important for people who have an online appearance where others might take advice or be inspired, that they also share the insecurities that come along with all that I'm doing or what they're doing. So I know that I can seem very sure of my spiritual connection and the messages I'm getting, and usually I am. And it's not that it's come super easy to me, because I've spent a lot of time working on it, studying, practicing, and just talking to my guides. And here on Malta, so I've been here like about a month ago, and I had this weird sensation that something was going to happen on Gozo, because the first time I was here was when I started my spiritual channel, where I felt inspired to create the neurodivergent psychic YouTube channel, where I could just share whatever. And then I didn't get to go to Gozo to see the Gigantia temple, which I was really looking forward to, because I had this weird sensation that I was supposed to be there. And I had another weird sensation when I realized I couldn't get there, because there was a lot of wind, and the ferry, it doesn't go if it's windy, because you wouldn't want to be in a ferry there. So I was sitting in a hotel in St. Julian's, on the other side right here. I'm in Slima now. And suddenly I had this weird sensation of like a vibration coming up from under the ground. Nothing was actually moving, but it felt like I just had this rumble, and I instantly knew it was from Gigantia. And this, it wasn't really a voice, but this knowledge: don't worry, you'll come back, we'll meet, or something. I don't remember anymore what it was, but I was like, okay, I'll come back. I didn't know why or didn't know how. And that was in April, I guess. So we came back in, so what is it now? September. It's not September now, it's just turned November, but we came, yeah, in September we were here, and we managed to go to Gozo, and I went to Gigantia, and I was so disappointed because nothing big happened. It was just like, come on, something, give me something. And then there was this one thing I wanted to visit called Tapino, a church, and my husband has absolutely no interest whatsoever in architecture and history and culture and all of the things that I love to dive into when I'm traveling. So I didn't go there, and I didn't know I was coming back already, but so things turned out that way, that not even a month later we were heading here, and I thought, I need someone to share all these experiences with, because my husband has, as I said, no interest in it, and although I do love traveling alone, it's just not the same when you cannot share the emotions, the sensations about all of it. So I asked a friend of mine, and she suffers from multiple sclerosis, and Tapino is a pilgrimage church place where miracles happen. So I really wanted to take her there, and I kept feeling this is meant to be. That's why I didn't go there. So she was supposed to go with me, and she just left yesterday, and we had an amazing trip. We went to Tapino. It was amazing, and I did feel something change. And I know we're going to be doing something together in the future. But while we were there, I wrote like, not a prayer, a request as such, but I actually more wrote how I was ready to step into into the role that my soul had accepted, and that I would do my best to release my fears and blockages or whatever, because I felt I was ready for the next level. And things I've just been seeing so many signs, like white doves and a lot of flying things, birds, butterflies, whatever. Um, and the weirdest thing is I have not seen a completely white dove down here, but I actually think when I decided to make this video, I looked up and I saw a white dove. It might have been partly gray, I don't know, but I just saw the sun light up the white, and I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Um, so it's the white dove that it has a special significance for me in this. But birds flying over my head, amazing. uh, I I know that whatever I said yes to, that whatever I accepted, has already been opened or given or something like that, because I feel the energy around me has changed. But I'm scared to step into it. It's like I have this sense like my guides are nudging me and they're saying, you just have to sit down, tap in, and then it's gonna be different. But you know what? It's sometimes different is scary, because I still feel my intuition and I still have the sensation of being guided, but I'm scared of really listening. I'm scared of. No, scared is not. It's the not knowing what I've accepted. And that's really what evolving spiritually is about. It's about not knowing, but trusting. And that has been really hard for me, because I've always been the person who said, why is that? Why should I believe that? Why do you believe that? Why should I trust that? Show me proof, proof, evidence. I was never one to just accept that that's just the way it is. And that's kind of what you have to do when you're getting this guidance. Luckily, I've always analyzed everything, so I know how my own crazy inner voices sound and how my guides sound. So I've managed to separate them and to kind of fire my inner critic and some of the other, what should I call them? Some of the other, I don't know what to call them. And I feel it's important for people who think that someone like me is probably just crazy, schizophrenic, or whatever. Because it's not like I have a million voices inside my head, but I have had the, oh, you're so stupid, oh, you're worth nothing. So the inner critic is there, and then I suffered from every winter. I'd be super depressed, and then there was that one critic who was different than the others, who would tell me that I didn't deserve to live, yada yada. But I actually managed to overcome that, yay! And I learned how to distinguish between the voices because I had to. So I'll make another video of how I've got rid of one of them by, yeah, I'll make that video at one point. So it is possible. Anyways, I just wanted to share, because I know I'm going to tap into it. I don't have any excuses. I'm sitting on this balcony here like I have. And I have nothing. You know, I just sit here. There are no people in sight. I barely hear any sound. So I know that some people have hung up their laundry, but I don't see any people at all. I don't hear a lot. Sometimes a bit of music, but Slima, it's so quiet. It's so nice right here where I am. Pachaville, avoid it at any cost if you're just a tiny bit spiritual, because it's horrible. My energies were completely, well, it was horrible. Yeah. So I'm just sharing this now because I know today I will be tapping into it, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if things are gonna be easier or harder for me, if I'm gonna become aware of other journeys I'm supposed to take, steps towards whatever awaits me. So I'm a bit excited. I'm excited because I actually asked for it and I'm looking forward to it. But what if I don't like it? What if I said yes to some, because I love to just sit here and read a book. Right now I'm reading The Bone Clocks by the author who also wrote Cloud Atlas, and it's a bit dark for me, but I love how some of them have psychic abilities and stuff. So how whenever I read a magic book, a fantasy book, it's like I can do that. So that's so cool. Not all of it, not the bad shit, but the knowing things and seeing things. Yeah. I'm kind of tripping around what I'm trying to say here because I know I'll end up saying I'll do it now, but I'm just not ready for it. I don't know what it is I'm going to be doing. I know I'm going to. It actually feels like. It feels like I have new tasks or new wisdom or something to take in. I hope you can see that I am actually excited. I am excited, but I also love to just read and do nothing and enjoy my life. And I have this sensation that once I step into this next part of my evolution or development or what we want to call it, I'm not gonna have that much time to just do absolutely nothing for the fun of it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But that's the choice. So I guess what I'm stepping into is quality life instead of that feeling or sensation of having freedom that doesn't really give you quality, but of a false sensation of a reward where you could be doing something you love way more if you didn't value not having any commitments. I've worked a long time on that realization, so yeah. Okay, this is it. Oh, two doves again. No white ones. But I'd love to hear if you, both if you've taken on things without knowing what you accepted spiritually, if you felt scared, and if you could also sense that there's a big shift. And the funny thing is, it's not there's a big shift in my future. It's as if it's all around me already. It's almost as if it's another language I have to learn. I'm saying that because I love learning languages. I speak a tiny bit of a lot of languages and other languages fluently, and I love the whole term of languages because for me, healing was kind of a language to decipher the energies, what they meant, how I could translate it, and then the psychic abilities, all languages, and also working as a medium. It's not really the same as when I'm using my psychic abilities because working as a medium, I don't tap into the aura of a person. I have to very much rely on what the spirit from the other side is sending me, and that's also kind of another language. So languages are fun and cool, and communication is amazing. And sometimes my communication is weird, and I could have said this in probably 4 minutes. So if you stuck till the end, thank you for being here. Please let me know any experiences you have with this. I'd love to be a witness to your evolution or your development or your insecurities or fears, and especially if you've overcome them. And if not, and you need a small, if you need inspiration to just take the next step, then I hope I can be it for you. So until next time, thank you. Bye bye.